Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a service call. These people have bought a trailer and have discovered considerable water damage, and basically the long story short is the entire front of their RV or their trailer needs to be torn down and rebuilt. They are terribly upset and anxious about it, and also has a little bit of water damage on the floor. So that's a thing that we got to try and address as well. So we're going to take a look at this job and see what we can get done, follow along as we go, and hopefully everybody can learn what's inside of a trailer. So this is a trailer that was resealed by the previous owner, you know, just to fix a little leak. And definitely was not a professional that resealed it. Didn't even do this side. Used the wrong stuff too. I've already taken the base of the bed off there, the sheet of plywood. And here's what we're looking at. So this is all water damaged and rotted. All this wood here's just absolutely fallen apart, rotted. Back in here, right in there, right into the seals, like right up to the edge, right up to the siding. It's all rotted. You know. Well, down here looks pretty good. That's just the bottom. Same stuff over here. You know, all rotted up in the corner. Just absolutely peeling apart right there. Up to about here, this might be good. So, you know, the previous owner has spray foamed it, of course. Reason being, the floor is all rotted too. So this is going to be a job. Right now, what we're going to focus on is just the frame up here, taking the cabinets off. Get these off, get these cabinets out, and assess the damage further from there. And my big concern here is how this floor actually angles down. And I fear the wall may have sunk slightly, but we can deal with that. Bed's out, and so next we're going to look at the cabinets here. I believe center ones come out, and then we'll take the sides down. So that would be unscrewing all the screws in there. And yeah, they might be nailed from the inside. I'm not sure. No, it doesn't feel like it, but it might be. So that's where we're at. And that's where that's at, which wish that didn't happen, but the customers are replacing the floor anyway, so that's not going to be a big deal at the moment. Alright, bed and cabinets all out of the way, and we're ready to start disassembling in here. It's going to involve, well, we're taking this panel off here, which is already as you can see, this is no NFG, no good now. No, so we'll get to taking this panel off and assessing the damage that we got going on, and see if we can see down here on the floor as well. Well, we got the front wall removed now. It's a bit of a mess still. Obviously, I got to clean this up. It's fairly bad, but it's not that bad. The front structure, anyway, this is all, you know, from here up isn't too bad. It could probably be salvaged, except that 2x3 right there. Obviously, this is all going to have to need to be rebuilt right there. Haven't determined how far back yet. The floor, that's going to be a big concern, because that beam right there needs to be replaced. It's all rotted back in there, so I'm thinking most likely the front is going to have to come off. Take all the siding off and rebuild all this structure in here in the walls. So for the most part, this is fairly solid, so it should be doable there. And same over here. It's difficult to do with hand in a camera. This is obviously garbage, but some of this may be able to be salvaged. This panel right here, and the same on the other side, I want to try and take off without damaging, which may be easier said than done. Given everything else, this isn't too bad. I think we're pretty much on track with everything. So as soon as I get it cleaned up in here, it'll not look such a disaster. All right, we'll be back after I get this tidied up. Then we can reassess some of this floor down here and see what's going on there. I suspect a big chunk of the floor is going to have to be cut out and put in. So here's where we're at now. Got all the mess cleaned up in here. Got all much of the rot dug out. And where we're at with the floor. Now, the floor is actually fairly big. But it's doable, fixable. All the wood under there is rotted, gone. So this is actually the structure of the trailer, and it was supporting all that. So that needs to be reinforced. Have another beam put back in there. Inserted along all the way down there. Need to have this part of the floor cut out. A little bit of the floor over here. And we've got all the rebuilding to do over here. This is all rotted, so we'll have the front taken off, all that, so we can rebuild the structure all down here. Rebuilding the end of the walls there. Put new beams back down in here. Patch those the way they're supposed to be. This should actually be there, but it's come out from the water damage. And all this rotted in there. Yeah, there's where the previous owner sealed. Yeah, good job. You can see water coming right in, or light coming right in through there and there. It's all rotted up in there. But nothing too daunting. So, stick with us. We'll come back and update with a part 2 when we get her disassembled, start rebuilding things. Should be early next week. Want to give it a bit of time to air out in here and get some airflow.